Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Matters. In this channel, we talk about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, pushes the YouTube algorithm, spread my videos, spread my channel to more and more people. I appreciate you very much. Guys, I dropped this video just less than 24 hours ago, and it was very well received. Close to 6,000 views in less than 19 hours. It was workhorse stock. And just today, one day makes a huge difference. Workhorse stock got even bigger news, even better news. Here it is. I'm sure you probably heard of it already. But EV truck maker Lordstown Motors is getting bought. They're getting combined with DPHC, Diamond Peak, which is a SPAC, a blank check company that is going to merge with Lordstown Motors and bring them to the public markets. So another EV company coming to the public markets. The EV sector is just on fire as the SPAC market is on fire. So here comes another one. All right, so this transaction will raise about $675 million for Lordstown and values the company at about $1.6 billion. So the 10% stake that Workhorse has is now worth about $160 million. So literally overnight, Workhorse is now worth $160 million more from this transaction. So you'll see the stock go up. In fact, I believe it closed at I think $20 today. So a huge jump. Workhorse, I think it was up close to 10% on the day. So massive jump for Workhorse. So existing shareholders, so including Workhorse, will own about 50% of the company post-merger. Workhorse wasn't immediately available to comment on the deal, the impact of ownership. GM is also investing $75 million in the company as part of the deal. So if you guys have been following Workhorse, Lordstown Motors, you know about this news. If you watch my previous video, you'll know about the political aspect. So if you haven't watched that video, I highly suggest you watch that video on Workhorse. I go into basically a lot of the politics playing into this company. And so, politics where there needs to be jobs in Ohio because that's what Donald Trump promised Ohio. And this is the best way to deliver those jobs is bringing more automotive jobs to the former GM factory, to Lordstown Motors. So check out that video if you haven't yet already. But basically, there's this whole smorgasbord of information between Lordstown Motors, Workhorse, the United States Postal Service with their $8 billion contract, the fact that Mike Pence was at the release of Lordstown Motors endurance truck just last month, and Donald Trump has tweeted favorably about this transition between GM selling their factory to Lordstown Motors, which again is in Ohio, and that's where he needs the votes in order to secure his presidency for Ohio. No Republican has ever won the office without securing Ohio. In addition to this roughly 10% stake, Workhorse earns a royalty on sales of the endurance trucks that Lordstown will sell. This deal would be very positive for Workhorse stock. Workhorse investors, however, are most interested in the United States Postal Service. Workhorse is bidding for a contract to replace hundreds of thousands of post office vehicles. A decision is due this fall. So like I said, check out this video, Mike Pence at the release of Lordstown Motors endurance truck.
Off a new product, an electric truck, and did so with the help of Vice President Mike Pence.
It really is an honor to be here, to be able to drive up and help unveil what will soon be the first fully electric pickup truck on the market in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Lordstown Endurance. This is just a great day. It's an exciting day. From a time not too long ago where we had heartbreaking news, today is a new beginning for Lordstown, and it's a new day of leadership in electric vehicles in the United States.
And as I shared with you previously, back in May of 2019, Donald Trump had this tweet. Great news for Ohio. Just spoke to Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors, who informed me that subject to UAW agreement, GM will be selling their beautiful Lordstown plant to Workhorse, where they plan to build electric trucks. GM will also be spending $700 million in Ohio in 3 separate locations, creating another 450 jobs. I have been working nicely with GM to get this done. He knows it's very important that he secures a lot of jobs for Ohio, and this just plays into his ultimate plan. And it's coming to fruition. It's playing out. This USPS contract is supposed to be announced by the end of September. And if Lordstown slash Workhorse gets this contract, those are the jobs. Those are the jobs that's going to secure his presidency. possibly. All right, so that's the news on Lordstown and Workhorse. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. I'm going to show you my public portfolio about my cost basis, how much it changed in basically one day. But first, let's go onto my computer and we're going to take a look at Lordstown's truck, the Endurance. All right, so here is Lordstown's website, and so right off the bat, you could tell that this truck, the Endurance truck, is a work truck. The website kind of displays this. The background is some type of industrial complex, and just the design of this truck, you could tell it's a work truck. The website also tries to focus this as being a work truck, so that's different than the Rivian truck, different than the Badger truck. I think those trucks are more targeted for leisurely activities, going camping, off-roading, taking to the beach, taking into the desert, the mountains, or something like that. But this is more of a work truck, and that's what the target niche that they're trying to target. And even with the sales, I think when you pre-order it, so you could pre-order this for $100 down. And so even when you go to pre-order, they're expecting some people to order 100 plus trucks, 26 to 100 trucks. So they're definitely targeting this truck for a fleet, a fleet of trucks for construction or something like that. So, anyways, overall the website looks really nice. I suggest you check it out if you want to do some research into Lordstown. So basically, this is a four-wheel drive vehicle. They have 4 motors in each of the wheels. So that's the same thing as what Rivian is doing, actually. So overall, website looks really nice. I like the layout. I like all the information they give. They have this cost comparison. So again, they're comparing the Endurance truck to a work truck, a traditional Ford F-150 four-wheel drive. So they're saying the initial cost is about the same, $52,000. They're doing a 5 years cost of ownership comparison, and so you could change these numbers around. So if you're driving roughly 20,000 miles per year, and that's about what it would be for a work truck. Average cost of electricity, I think that's what they're doing. The average cost in the United States is about 13 cents. Average fuel cost is $2.57. Maintenance cost, that all depends on how much you drive and how you drive. So maintenance cost there, and you get a $7,500 tax credit for purchasing an electric vehicle. So total 5 years cost of owning an Endurance is roughly $52,000. Difference of $19,000 compared to the F-150 will cost you about $71,000 for 5 years of ownership. So overall, let's take a look at some of this tech that they have. So their website reminds me a lot of Apple's website. So basically, when you scroll through the website, the body comes apart, and you could get more into detail with the drivetrain. So let's see. The drivetrain again has the 4 electric motors in each hub wheel. They're comparing here a combustion engine. Get rid of that combustion engine, you get basically the skateboard platform, just the batteries, and the electric drivetrain. So again, thousands of moving parts in a traditional combustion engine powertrain compared to only 4 moving parts. So that's where you save a lot of money on maintenance. Less moving parts, less problems, less things that go wrong. Definitely get a better fuel equivalency, fuel mileage, 75 miles per gallon equivalent. Fewer moving parts. Again, only 4 hub motors. Zero emissions, zero pollution. Evolution of the EV truck. So yeah, the electric gearbox in the front, and yeah, overall I think this website is really, really nicely done. A lot of information and a lot of cool graphics. So here is the battery. So they don't go too much into detail about the battery. I would want to know number one, who's manufacturing the battery, how many kilowatts is the battery, and they don't tell you any of that information. They only say, so basically here they're saying the fastest charge is 30 minutes, so anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 minutes on a rapid charger, and it'll give you 250 plus miles of range. So I would say that's on kind of the low end. So this truck is about 50 grand. So if you compare it to a Cybertruck, so dual motor at the 50 grand price point, so this is the all-wheel drive Cybertruck, you're getting 300 plus miles of range. So that just shows you again, Tesla is definitely the king when it comes to battery technology. So I don't know if it's a deal breaker, but when they say 250 plus, like how much plus is that? Typically Tesla always underestimates their range. Like I think if Tesla says it's 300 plus, it's probably closer to 350. but Tesla always does that. They always understate their range. So we don't know about this battery, so I'm not sure how much 250 actually is. So again, I think that's on the lower end of the range for an EV vehicle, but it is what it is. So I would really wish that they would give some more information about this battery. So yeah, overall, website is really nice. This is their Lordstown plant, the GM plant that they took over. So yes, and that's the nice thing about Lordstown is they already have a factory, unlike Nikola, where they don't even have a factory yet. So they are capable. Lordstown is capable of producing these trucks and meeting their timeline of 2021 next year, because number one, they already have a factory. Number two, they already have the backing of GM, and now they're going public. And so I think they raised about $900 million with an extra, I think, what was it, $75 million coming from GM. So they have the funding, they have the factories. So it is looking really likely that they will be able to meet their timeline and produce the truck by 2021. And that would in fact probably beat Rivian's truck, and it'll definitely beat Nikola's truck, and I think it will be close. It's going to be like neck and neck of who's going to get their truck out first. Is it going to be Lordstown, or is it going to be Tesla? Because we know Tesla can build factories fast. The Shanghai Gigafactory was built, I think, in 10 months. Incredible progress happening over there in Berlin, and they're already clearing the land and getting ready to build a factory in Austin. So I would not count Tesla out. They could probably have a Cybertruck out on the road in 10 to 11 months. So it is going to be close. So it's going to be close with Lordstown and Tesla putting out a truck. So here's the merger information. Lordstown Motors is going to be listed on the NASDAQ through the merger with Diamond Peak Holdings. So yeah, overall, that's all I have to say about this. Definitely a company that I'm really interested in. The whole workhorse play, the whole Lordstown and the United States Postal Service, the fact that they have likely the backing of Donald Trump and Mike Pence, so that definitely helps. So question is, am I personally invested in Lordstown? So I'll show you my position, and I'll show you my updated position on Workhorse. Let's get back into the studio. I'll show you those numbers real quick. All right, so what a difference a day makes. Here's my position as of yesterday on Workhorse. I showed you in my video yesterday, I was down 1.14% on this position, and today I am up 22.17% on this same position. Incredible what a difference a day makes. This news has just skyrocketed Workhorse stock, and I think there's going to be even more news coming soon with September, end of September, the United States Postal Service news. How about Lordstown? So here's my position on Lordstown, the SPAC, Diamond Peak DPHC. So I decided to pick up a small position on this one. I am currently up 4.21%. My cost basis is $11.89 on this one. Have 50 shares. So guys, that is my position on these two companies. Really looking forward to this story evolving. With the United States Postal Service, with the contracts, with Workhorse possibly joining forces with Lordstown to produce these United States Postal Service trucks. If they do get that contract and getting that endurance truck out to the markets in less than a year from now. So guys, consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Give me a thumbs up, really helps out the channel. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next one. Peace.